Hey everybody, it's Meredith Miller with Inner Integration. Today, the message I have for you guys is about self-care during the holiday stress. I know the holiday stress is really revving up. You can see it, you can feel it out there. Whether or not the narcissist or other toxic people are still involved in your life, they might be long gone, but it could be that you're even noticing this stuff happening in your body, like the tension, the pain, the memories, things just getting triggered because it's this time of year. Now, if you are still dealing with toxic people in your life, I really recommend checking out that video I did a few weeks ago about dealing with toxic people during the holidays. It really runs through like 10 very common scenarios that will happen, common warfare of toxic people during the holidays, and I give you some suggestions on how to deal with that. So check that video out if you haven't seen it yet. I want to give you today 3 suggestions to up-level your self-care during this time of year. First, I just want to give you a few announcements before I get going. 1, this is the last week that I'm doing sessions for this year. I'm already completely booked this week. Next week, I'm taking off between Christmas and the New Year. And as per usual, I do not offer emergency sessions. This is not part of any service that I offer. And that is because I need to take care of my self-care first. If I don't take care of my work-life balance, if I'm not there honoring my self-care practices, I can't be there at 100% the best of me for every single person that I'm helping, for putting out this content and other content that I do. So I really hope that you understand. I also am very excited to announce that in January, starting in January of 2018, I'm offering a new coaching service, and that is a 30-minute session. My sessions are typically 90 minutes, and I'm still offering those during the week as usual. 2 of the biggest requests that I've been getting over the years are, do you offer weekend sessions, and do you offer shorter sessions at a lower cost? So what I'm doing is combining that into one service, and that's going to be Saturdays only, 30-minute sessions starting the first weekend in January, not the new year, but right after that. So this is now available on my website. If you want to book one of those 30-minute sessions with me, that's going to be a short time. It's just going to be like a quick tune-up, tune-in, check-in if you've already had a session before, or it's going to be if you haven't had a session and you just want to get like you want to ask a couple questions, just want to get some feedback. It's not going to be the time for you to tell a whole lot of your story and get a lot of feedback. It's just not going to fit in 30 minutes. So please do keep that in mind. I want to say thank you so much to all of you who have purchased my new book, The Journey, last week during its launch. I am so excited. I've been getting wonderful feedback from you guys about how much the book has been helping you. I'm so happy to hear that. Some people have been asking me, oh, what can I send you for Christmas? What do you want? Honestly, the best Christmas gift that you could give me is if you bought that book and you read that book and that book helped you in any way, please go on Amazon and write me a review. That's going to help other people who look at that book like, is this going to help me? What am I going to get out of this? You know, is it worth it for me? If they read your review, maybe then they understand that that's a book that's going to help them in this process of self-healing after narcissistic abuse. So I also want to give you guys today the 3 ways to up-level your self-care during the stress of the holidays. The first one is sleep more. Give yourself permission to hibernate a little bit. It's December in the northern hemisphere. I know some of you are in the southern hemisphere, but in the northern hemisphere, this is winter. This is the time of year where we should be going within, just like the trees. They drop their leaves, they bring all their energy within. They hold that energy deep, deep, deep inside during the winter as they rest, so that in the summer, they have all this energy for the new rebirth. Right? So if you're in the northern hemisphere and you're spending lots and lots of energy and you're just extremely busy and caught up in all kinds of stuff, you're going to be exhausting yourself. You're not going to have that energy for the rebirth in the spring. So give yourself permission to sleep more. Now, if you have to wake up early, for work, for kids, for something, then you need to get yourself to bed earlier. You need to make a little sacrifice. Maybe that means, not watching that one more episode of the Netflix series, just turning that off and getting to bed early. Maybe you have the luxury of not having to wake up early and you can sleep in later. And if that's the case, it's okay. Give yourself permission to do that. Sometimes I think we get all this stress about, oh, I can't sleep in, I can't be lazy, I got to be doing, especially in the United States of America. Give yourself permission to relax, to sleep more. Take naps during the day. If you can't arrange any extra time at night, in the morning, that's just not working for you, take some naps during the day if that's possible, even like a 20-minute recharge to kick up your energy again to get through the rest of the day. Number 2 is to slow down. Right? So right now, extremely busy, extremely stressful time. There's all kinds of stuff going on. Don't let yourself get all swept into that. Even if the narcissist isn't still in your life, even if there aren't any toxic people in your life, this time of year can still be stressful just because of all this pressure and all this stuff going on. Everybody's closing up the year and all of that. Part of slowing down is about consciously choosing where you're spending your time and your energy. Checking in with your intuition. Do I really want to do that? Do I really want to go to that party? Do I really want to go hang out with those people? Do I want to go to that gathering and do that activity? If your intuition is like, no, I don't, then say no. It's okay. Give yourself permission to do that. Choosing consciously means you're allowing yourself that ability to evaluate whether or not you really want to do that, whether or not you really want to attend, versus being on the automaton behavior and just doing, and then later feeling exhausted, feeling unhappy, wondering why you did that and went through all of that, and you really just wanted to hang out at home in your pajamas or sweatpants and snuggle up with the dog and watch Netflix. That's okay. It's okay to slow down this time of year. Number 3 is to keep the love alive. What is love? According to David Data, who's a fantastic author on relationships, on energy, he says love is a state of openness of the heart. Can you open your heart? Now, I know it's not safe to do this with narcissists and other toxic people. Of course, boundaries first. Protect your safety first in terms of your environment, who you're letting in that environment, the people that you're spending time with, who you're opening yourself to. Maybe there's no one else in your life. Maybe there's no other human in your life that you can open your heart to and feel that state of love. So what can you feel that state of love with? Can you get out into nature, even if it's freezing cold? Can you bundle yourself all up and get out there for a hike in nature and just feel that connection to everything around you? Can you take a little trip somewhere? Can you even just take a little drive and just feel yourself connected to everything else? Can you snuggle up with your pet and feel that state of love and that connection? Maybe you have wonderful friends in your life. Maybe you have that new familia in your life that you can hang out with, open your heart with. Feel that state of connection. That state of connection helps you feel a state of gratitude. And that state of gratitude opens the door to abundance and wonderful things in your life. It is so important to keep that sense of love alive. Just because you've been through this horrible experience doesn't mean life is going to keep staying like that forever. Doesn't mean everyone is like that. There is so much love to experience. Even if you don't have anyone wonderful in your life right now, get yourself out into nature, get yourself around animals, something like that. What can you do to get yourself into that state of openness to keep the love alive? All right, guys, I know this is a tough time of year. Just remember, no matter how bad it is, because it might be really bad, no matter how bad it is, it's gonna end. January 3rd, this shit is over. It's ending. This too shall pass. So if you are struggling through and suffering through a family reunion, difficulty with your ex, hoovering, whatever is going on, remind yourself this too shall pass. It's gonna be over soon. Keep breathing, keep stepping forward. You're gonna get through this. I am wishing you all a wonderful and peaceful and joy-filled holiday season this year. I'm gonna be back around the end of the year to kind of close up 2017 and open 2018. And until then, I'm sending all of you a big hug.